Let's get it in gear! Oh, give me a moment. Let's get it in gear again! Welcome, everybody! Let me just get the capture on. That's the wrong capture. Give me a hot second. Crap. This is the right capture. There we go. Welcome everybody to another episode. Why do I keep doing this to myself? To another episode of SOUL REAVER. When the captures are working. I'm sorry. It's a display capture, so I gotta be very careful with what I display. That's the wrong one again. There we go. So, welcome to SOUL REAVER. We're coming back to it. We're entering. Oh, sorry, my intro. I forgot. I've been so caught up on the captures, I haven't done my intro properly. Welcome to the jet stream. I'm your interspace infiltrator Jetspy, and we are about to enter the land of Nosgoth yet again. We're about to also, hi Kaz, welcome to the stream. We're about to enter the tomb of the Sarafan. Last you were here, deep, and I think something will be awaiting us below. Maybe a couple of secrets, maybe a couple of enemies. Whew. I hope that's not too loud. A hot sec to adjust our volumes just a bit. We should. Oh, that's not it. Kind of loud. How about now? It is adjusted for. They said that we had to get to the place. Little lower, it's almost overpowering you. More lower. Give me a hot second. More lower, huh? This should work, I think. It's a little lower now. Wait, we have not shifted out. You have just right. That's good. I have not shifted out of realm. Well, let's party. Let's case this joint. So yeah, we have to return to the Sanctuary of the Clans before we could make it to. No, I'm gonna fight you. Too much trouble. Oh right, it's a wall. Wow. No shooey shoo at me, boy. Get in there. Okay. We might as well just spectral this throughout the entire area, because everything's great. Here's good. Because we cannot scale walls in the... There it is. There's a scalable wall. Anyway. What does Ariel have to say?
Like a corpse in a shallow grave, corruption rises to the surface. Beyond these pillars, the defiled victim mutely screams its outrage.
Outrage. Ah, my eyes again. She really gotta say flashbang before she throws that one out. Check this out, guys. We can scale walls, baby. I'm Spider-Man up in here. There's only one path, I believe. Yeah, there's only one path. Why would they ever put a path up here, though? 2 doors. Bum, 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 bada, bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum, bum. Ba, ba, bum. I wonder why they gave us a ledge here. Can't exactly use it. Oh no, there's a dead vampire, meaning there's a wraith somewhere. Is it on his body? Yeah, there's a... Whoa! Staff on this guy's body. Anything else that's cool? Whoa! You can barely see him blended into the darkness. Ow! That's it. Hi. One. Great. So I do have a forward attack then. Actually, I don't have to play with these guys anymore. Is there a view of upstairs? There is. So that means there's another way up. Oh, there's the other connecting thing. I just want to see if we missed anything. Tomb of this area, Tomb of the Seraphim, isn't one that I check out a lot. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward funnel, you see. But some of the areas do have intricacies. But yeah, like in all my days, I only pick one path, but I never check the other. See, I would have never seen this hallway. I would have never seen this waterfall. I would have never tried to phase through this wall, even though I'm sure I can't. I wouldn't have to deal with a wraith? Was expecting a wraith here. No wraith? What? Oh, there it is. No suckies. No suckies. Bad. No sucky. Eesh, don't like that sound. That's a lot of slug. That is a lot of slug. Also, no portal. There we go, portal. Just what the doctor ordered. I'm expecting a couple of Doomahim behind us as well. Yep, just a couple of Doomahim. 1, 2. I don't really need to fight these guys. I'm just checking out, scoping out the area again. Some fledgling. See, I always wondered about that waterfall. I thought it would lead to somewhere, but sadly, you can't even pass through the grates.
The ancient tomb of the Seraphim, once impenetrably sealed, now ravaged by Nosgoth's upheavals, its mysteries lay exposed. In the time of Vorador, centuries before Cain was made, the Seraphim warrior priests waged a merciless war against the vampire tribes of Nosgoth. Emboldened by righteousness, they committed unspeakable and indiscriminate acts of violence. massacring fledglings and ancients alike. They decimated entire bloodlines in mere decades. Now their husks lay here, murderers enshrined.
I really hope the remaster has subtitles. I think it's the dialogue of Soul Reaver is so good. Just the way that they described all of that. I know that there should be a warp gate here. I'm not exactly sure if it's secretive as a warp gate, but sure made me look around the first time I was here. I also like how they designed all of the what are these logos? Let's check it out. Tomb of the Seraphim, that is shaped like Malik. That's shaped like Malik, one of the Seraphim and the guardian of the Pillar of Conflict. And look at him, he's just on his back, laying down, head possibly up, swords, what do I call that? Holding the sword entombed. Cool beans. Great design. Or at the very least, I would expect it to be a rendition of Malik, because the design, I'm not exactly sure if the headgear is exact. Oh, so you gave me an alcove with nothing in it. Again, not in the mood to fight these guys, because we're full health. There's no point. Oh no, not more Sluwag again. Huh?
Take heed, Raziel. A forgotten history lies within. Know thyself, though it may destroy you.
That's a very sad line. I sure do hope we don't find out something that really boggles the mind and perplexes the senses down here. You know what? Two of y'all hit me now. Sorry, I only want two of you. Oh. My lunch. Oh! He got shocked too. Oh, where's the Wraith one? There's a one that has been restored to vampiric. Not that one. Come on, Raziel. Hit him with the F. Wow, he's beefy. I am partial to long-range fights in Soul Reaver. Mostly because it's practice for later. I guess it's because they're both expecting me. Actually, why don't we intro with something? Great. Where's my finisher? There it is. Thanks. Get the thing, get the drink. Okay, bye. I'm already full up. I really don't feel the need to fight them. When you're already full up with Soul Reaver juice, like, you don't want to risk combat anymore. What's this thing? Looks like a block. I can't touch it. There we go.
As I pulled the stone free, a sigh of sepulchral air escaped the inner chamber. I was not prepared for what lay beyond this threshold. These crypts, defiled caskets of Seraphim saints, bearing my brother's names and my own.
No, no.
The irony of Cain's blasphemous act rushed in on me with the crushing force of revelation. Were my hands not as bloody as these? Worse, I had spilled the blood of my brothers, these very comrades whose tombs lay ravaged before me.
Yes, Raziel, you were a Seraphan, born of the same force that all but destroyed your race. Before the dawn of the Empire, you were chosen. Cain, Nosgoth's solitary self-declared monarch, plundered this tomb and raised you from these crypts. Breathing his vampiric gift into your defiled corpses, he resurrected you as his favored sons.
That is pretty grim. I can't believe Cain would do such a thing. Oh! They made a funnel. And there's a Sluag back there, but I don't feel like fighting him either. However, this looks... Whoa! Unavoidable. Come here! Come here! Get that guy! Wraiths. Then again, I guess I could say the same thing about a lot of the other dudes that have come back to their vampiric bodies after adjusting to the spectral realm. Who's this guy?
Heretic, you shall not pass.
Okay, Gandalf.
Such loyalty to one who has you guarding this outpost like a chained dog. Do you prosper on the scraps he casts you?
Your insults will do nothing to blunt the agonies of your demise.
Cain killed me once. Behold the result. I have no more to fear from you.
He's spitting! You got the projectile weapon. Well, granted, he's not the only one. Into the pool! Oh, he didn't go into the pool? I said into the pool! I said into the pool! Sorry, guy. Ah, my eyes!
This relic has infused you with the power to compress and manipulate space.
What?
As your symbiotic weapon, the Soul Reaver is also thus enhanced. You may focus and project an orb of kinetic energy to strike objects that are otherwise beyond your reach.
Sorry about that. Anyway, press F to shoot. Check this out, chat. We now have long-range capabilities. This is the telekinetic force projectile. No, that's not the way. Or is it the way? This was where we came from. That was the conduit. So that means, pow, we can now push things with telekinetic force, which is pretty hype. We should check out where that goes in a bit. But there is a door here. Okay. Take it easy. Take it. No. I wonder if we could just TK push, force push him afterwards. I want to be able to align it proper. See, we can't exactly align it proper. It needs to be a little ahead. Boop. There we go. That's just how it works. There's 2 of them? Only imagine what this place looks like in Spectral. Oh wait. Raziel? Oh wait, what am I doing? I think I do have a gun. So yeah, we have long-range capabilities in all realms now. It's telekinetic force projectile, baby. Ouch! So later on, this proves to be a bit of an arms race in the world of Soul Reaver, because starting from this point, all new enemies that we will find will also have means of manipulating telekinetic force, and it's gonna be pretty rad. This leads outside? Really? Not that we have to go outside yet, at least from here. What did he just refresh? Did that enemy just refresh? I wonder why they gave a spike here of the fight with this guy. He's not gonna reach all the way here. Oop. So does that mean that we could just... We could just aim at it? Whoa. Oh, that's cool. Except it won't go in. Ouch. What's your deal? What's up with you? Oh, it's just it's just the block that we push downstairs. We don't really have to lead it anywhere, I realize. Does that mean at point blank we could also just push blocks? Well, granted, I don't think it's allowing it to get pushed anywhere. Not supposed to be interactable that way. No, I forgot! We're still allergic to water. But yeah, the ability to reach enemies from afar in a linear manner is very good. We now have a force blast with the force glyph. But now we also have the ability to fire at will. This makes a lot of our combat capabilities cleaner, I guess. Oh, there's a guy there. Another guy there. What we got in here? Guy, can you not have to fight me, please? Ka-chink, 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 ka-chink. Okay, what's up here? More blocks. Well, not blocks, they're pillars. But not those pillars. There's a block right there. Pop. No, not that one. Not that guy. That guy. Boop. Sounds like it fell. Do you have any other ways to go? The heights haven't exactly changed a lot. No, we get that door. Truly, what's the best way to block Raziel in the spectral realm? Put a wooden door in front of him. That'll do the trick. Fascinating that I put it in the middle right here. I'm now suddenly wondering why would, like, if they placed a block here, it would have been nice if they put like a side puzzle. Or like, after this block falls down, you could actually come back to it, figure out a different puzzle with it. Okay, let's do that again. I was expecting this puzzle to be a bit more complex. It was not that complex at all. It's actually pretty straightforward. Boink. I don't want to fight that guy. Oh no. More places to go upstairs to. Easy. Easy. Actually, you might be a problem. So let me just position everybody proper. See ya! What's your academic question, Ned? Sorry? Hi, Jetspy. Academic question for you or chat. Go. Stained glass window. Oh, look at that. You could just break stained glass windows. Let me guess. You guys are, of course. How many ounces is in a liter? I don't know. How many ounces are in a liter? Unless this is a trick question, haha. Or a these nuts joke. Sorry, guy. Oh no, my thing. Come on, get the no, the juice. Oh, there we go. It would be an interesting these nuts opener. What's the nuts? What? How many are there? I'm stumped. No. Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. I also am unawares. I don't use ounces, you see. It's not my measurement. But I'm guessing around 32. Well, I hope you could tell us later on. Don't leave chat hanging. But yeah, I use liters, not ounces. Ow! No, don't suck, Mary! Nasty boy. We ordered drinks from this new bakery, yeah? Did you get the proper amount? I know that there are dudes around me, so I'm gonna hit it. And it said like 32 ounces for like 104 pesos. They were like, oh, that should be fine. Was it proper? Was the amount proper? That was one guy. Oh no! Ow, I got hit! Man, that guy's strong. Took out a lot from us. And we see pictures of iced coffee and matcha milk. So good? Is it good? Why, you want some? Crap, you want some. And I checked, a liter is around 33.5 ounces. Okay. Oh crap! I forgot about you. In the other realms. Psychic gun. Psychic gun. I know that it's so much easier to just do the finisher, but I want to see if we could reposition somehow. It's good, and apparently their portions are huge. So we could. It's just a matter of force pushing. Sorry, Tourelim guy. I'm not exactly a big fan of all-out massacre in games. Especially now that we have like better armaments. I'm such a fool. Why did I do that? Except I guess against actual threats. Like big boy threats like this guy. Hit him with the Kamehameha. Sadly you can't beam with this thing. Oops, sorry, we don't have a conduit. Here's a conduit. So now we could Boing. Man, you guys refresh so quickly. No. Raziel! Raziel! Isn't that a Kamehameha? Sorry, I never watched Goku Ball. Closer to a Hadouken. A Kamehameha is like an actual like beam or wave. Hadouken is more of like a ball. Just a ball of like ki energy. Weep. Bang, bang, bang. That's weird. Is there a distance to it? It seems that there is a distance. A viable distance to... Like, let's watch this. Does it hit the wall? Or maybe it's just the size of the projectile. Maybe it's just heretic hours all over again. What's this thing? This is a room that gives us a lot of glyph energy. That's strange. There's also that thing. Surprised that that doesn't shatter. I mean, look, it's so indicative. I was actually looking for this stained glass, but yeah, it doesn't break. That's strange. Raziel, please. Yeah, with regards to Goku Ball, yeah, Ned, I also haven't watched a lot of Goku Ball. A boat? Oh, that. Looks like a shark, too. But sadly, touching water will get us murdered. Hey, it's the unique weapon, the harpoon! I'm not sure if that's the only harpoon in the game, but I do know there's a unique weapon somewhere. Sadly, as much as I also want to travel upstream like a salmon, we don't have a certain ability yet. But also, granted that we now have TKP, we now have Telekin Projectile, we could totally travel back to certain places. There are some places that require our attention. Namely, there are some walls that we have to climb. I'm not sure if it's... I think it's closer to take this from the Zephon area. This game is giving me Mega Man Legends vibes. I mean, they're shaped very differently. I kind of get it with what our new abilities. Hey, humans! Also not a big fan of killing humans in Nosgoth. They deserve... Nosgoth humans, I think, deserve as much love as they can get. That thing. I think we could reach that, unless I'm mistaken. I'm not sure if we need a swim ability for this. Always good to check. Yeah, it's fat projectile. Run. Eat the Sluag. We got him. Yeah, I do believe we need the swim ability for this one. Can't reach this yet. Look at how cool the water is. I also love how water has no heft nor lift, meaning that that's its material property. Like all things in the reason why, for example, you can't grip onto things. You can't grip onto scalable walls in the spectral realm. In Soul Reaver is because that's its material property as well. But like for example, you could totally phase through walls, phase through barriers and grates. There's another pizza pie. You could go through grates in the spectral realm because you become more ghostly, I guess. At least that's how my brain cooked it. Trying to remember where else we need to go now that we've opened up the thing. Actually, we could just go back to the Zephon gate, I realize. We could go to the Melchiah gate. I hate how the Zephon music followed us here. Yeah, we can go to the Melchiah gate. There's a couple of things we can get now before we enter more of the Zephon area. But yeah, we're gonna do this before, I think, Waterglyph. Don't worry, you'll see it. Also, I have to say, Waterglyph is severely underpowered. Granted that water is supposed to kill vampires, Waterglyph is severely underpowered. Oop. Boom. Okay. We can now go, I guess, to the Melchiah gate. Wow. One of them leads to the stairs and one of them is not. Oh, excuse me. There it is. Wow. Look at him get pushed. No, I'm sorry. I just wanted to practice the throwing you into water thing. So I realized there's a body down there. We weren't able to eat him. Here's another scalable wall. Boink, 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 boink. Get that thing. 3 pieces of pie. I know that we could also access this area now without having the need to swim. Of course, it would be nice to check it out once we have the ability to swim. Just dealing with those guys. C. QE. Bang bang. No bang bang. I hear a guy. Boom. Boom. Get away from me. Boom. Get away from me. Boom. Sorry about this. No splash. Never mind. If we go downstairs, we're gonna be in a worse position. Welcome to what I suppose is remains of Nopraptor's retreat. Look at this place. It's a skull. Kinda cool. It's almost like that's a lower jaw. And it got thrown off by the era, by the times. Uh-oh, they burrowed. Wanna deal with a burrowing zombie. Oops. Hi hi. Hi hi. Hi hi. Hi hi. Whoa! No. Can I see them? Oh cool, we could reach up here? Oh man, they really are following us. Oh, no, there's a thing blocking our way. Sad. I'm sure they can't follow us into the warp gate room. Welcome to Stone Glyph area, everybody. Look at it. It looks like a Neolithic rock. There's gonna be a lot of platforming and puzzle solving in this one, so you know, the best parts of Soul Reaver, I guess. With no offense to Soul Reaver's combat, it's actually the sleepiest times. It's actually the sleepy time too. Not that it's a weak point or anything, I actually think it's quite expressive for the 90s. But of course, the puzzles really were where it was at. How do we get you onto the spike? I guess not. Not that I have to either. Whoa! There's a guy right there. Can they teleport? Are they gonna do the ground teleport? No, they're not. They're just gonna do the walk teleport. Which is not a teleport at all. Spoop, 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 spoop. Spoop, spoop. Can't even get them onto the spike. See? Yeah, it's hard to get them onto the spike. Which I feel like is the fun bit of the puzzle as well. To find a way to get them onto the spike. Okay. Can you teleport onto wood, guy? I didn't think so. So yeah. Now's the platforming part. I mean, spectral. Yeah, there it is. Ba ba ba. Slow walk. Okay. We gotta get onto there. We. To go out at another time. I'm guessing we got a high jump. Yep. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. They can't teleport onto wood, thank goodness. Nope. Hi. Nope. Hi. Let us just slow walking it. Great, another hallway. That used to give me so much trouble. I can't believe I could just clear it now. Man, truly. The ways we've grown. Hey there, guy. See you later. Whee! Man, that wind effect. Also, that's the thing that was blocking our way a while ago. Can you see it? Wonder what'll happen if we shoot it. Pop! Missed. Pop! I think it's because we're coming at it from an angle. Maybe we need to come at it from a side. Somewhere around here. So that we can get another piece of pie. Point. There we go. But that way is opened. We'll come back to that later. But first, a puzzle. Oh, that guy. Looks like a Seraphim knight. He looks like a glyph knight from Blood Omen 2. A little bit more cloth as well. So, it's everybody's favorite block puzzle. There's a pattern even on this side. Move. No. What is that? Looks like a spiral. Are you here? It's half a guy, yeah. Can we just push it with a telekin force? Yeah. Give me a hot second. I'm not sure if our gamma went down. No, our gamma's still at max and still pretty dark. Sorry, guys. Let me guess. Is the pattern not on this side? It's on this side, isn't it? Huh? What? This block is empty. What the? Thanks, cameraman. That gave me nausea. I guess it's just there for us to get this block out of the way. Don't we need 2 for this? Wait, there's a pattern here. No, get away from me. Okay. Boom. That's not it. That's not his gap. I feel like there are a lot of missing blocks. Yeah, I feel like we weren't given the right amount of blocks. Oh, wait a minute. Are you a block? Yeah, that's a block. Are there other blocks out here? No, this is a slope. There's no method for us to bring that. So yeah, that guy's missing a face. That guy's missing a face, but lower. That's a high face, okay. So it's this side. There we go. Wink wonk. It would be cool if Force Glyph could actually push blocks. I think I'd be hype. Click, click. I really do feel that we're missing something else. Like here, there's a whole block segment missing from here. How do we bring blocks lower? Up. I guess we need to bring this first there so that we could bring the higher block down. What the? Did it just shoot the corner block? I didn't know it could do that. Huh? Boink, boink. Okay. So again, he's missing a face but middle. Not this side. Not this side. He's on the other side, I think. Oh my goodness, are those more? Oh, look at you. Pope. This is a spiral, which I think connects here. Yeah. Wink wonk. Do, 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 do. Boom. 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 Man. Say you enjoy telekinetic force projectile without saying you like telekinetic force projectile. It's doing all of my heavy lifting for me. Where do I work out? The library. That guy's missing a face, so that means this guy should be jawless. Except it's just the jaw. So that's not the guy we're looking for. Ah, excuse me. It's a blank box. It really is blank. I would assume that because this isn't matches, that's gotta be here. And this one, I don't know how to bring certain blocks down though, that's the problem. This one's the guy missing the face. So that means he's over here. Bump, 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 bump. I got a little turned around there. No. Crouch. I am wrong, I think. Yep. I'll just put it back in its other place. Wait, are some of these pullable? No, they're not. So we really are missing a block still because of this blank one. Pattern is on top. Thanks, cameraman. You're really doing it to me. I am so dumb. I need to bring the pattern to face here. That's a ticket, I think. And then I just need to bring it to the proper orientation, which is this way. So now so that's the one block that goes here. It's the one missing the face. And the other block that goes there, it's the one that is the head. But we're still missing one block, specifically down here. Excuse me. It's not here. It's not here either. But there is a gap right here. We know that we can't push the blocks from higher. Hey, Jet, have to hop off physically. My mom invited me to... Yo, lunch at Kenny Rogers? Enjoy, dude. Hope you enjoy. Oh, there it is! It's okay, you have the VODs. Take care, Ned. Look at it. Man, they really hid the blocks from us. But I'm leaving the stream running for views. Thank you. Please enjoy. You could watch me on mobile, you know, it's okay. That face is pointing in the right direction. I just need to orient it properly. Oh, that's too much, raziel. So to orient it properly, no, orient that properly. Boom. Over here. Boom. Pull. And then I think this. Oops. I did that wrong. I think we flip it this way now. I think one more. Sorry. Sorry about the camera flashes, guys. It's a 90s game. Okay, and now we could move the others. But first... Oops, sorry. Wrong one. 4, 5. One more, sorry. And then this one. No, sorry, wrong one. I want to do it with... Push! Push that thing. How many more is that? That's a lot more. How about a combo? I think that's the last. No, one more. And then it should make a sound. Whoa! Whoa! Man, you really set hammer time. This is the stone glyph, everybody. Stone glyph, one of the cheapest tools that you have to hold your foes in place. I forgot the animation of stone glyph. Let's check it out. Is this stone glyph? Oh, he make the quake. Okay, fun thing about the stone glyph is that it is a running earthquake that petrifies opponents. So that's pretty hype. It was supposed to actually be the tool that we use against the Turalim, defending the Tomb of the Sarafan. But I wanted to have telekinetic force projectile to get this one. Because if we didn't have telekinetic force projectile, we'll have to wait for quite some time. You have to wait for quite some time to get the telekinetic force projectile again. And then, you know, having to make multiple trips is a bit of a hassle. I know that there's also something that we could check out in Zephon's lair. But this time we're going to take it from the boss room. So from boss room, I'm going to go all the way downstairs while making a couple of stops on the way. I don't want to deal with the Zephonim. They're gonna steal my things. Wee. You. Wee. Oh no, he formed. Ah! Vampire priest about to get us. I know that there was a scalable wall somewhere here. Not that one. Was it this one? Huh? Am I Mandela affecting right now? There it is. Well, that one for Mandela effect, huh? It's pretty high up. It's just glyph energy up here. Ah, they could have put like a bit more secretiveness in this one. At least they give you access to this area again, much shorter than having to walk around. We need to land on the scaffolding, or at least as close enough to the scaffolding as we can manage without having to be shot back up again. This is pretty close. So now that we have TKFP and scaling, Pump. I remember that there was something that we could have gotten here. There we go. This is where TKFP comes in. Break the shattered glass. And then we get another D8 for our glyph energy. For our energon. Nope. And then there's something more downstairs. The Enermogojon. I can't believe you just combined the words. But yeah, Energon was from that. I'm not sure how long the term Energon has been in Transformers, but we recently, me and the Jet fam, recently watched Transformers 1. Alright, this might be a good time to showcase the ability of the stone glyph. The stone glyph does this. It petrifies enemies and holds them in place. 5, 6. Whoa! For some time. Okay, now we could hit up that thing. Pop. Rah, 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 rah. This is another glyph that we could get. Man, it's only been an hour. I was expecting us to stay here much longer. This is... Welcome to another glyph. Tell you more about it once we hit it, actually. Bang, 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 bang. Actually, I don't need to eat you. You're fine. I'm full up. You're... Boom, boom, boom. QE. Okay. This is a what is this? A bell hammer, I guess? That's the best way to describe it. This is a mysterious bell ringer. Look at that shark-like icon. So our job is to bring it somehow all the way to the other side. Lamau. I'm not selling anything. Wop up. Wop up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I guess the best thing to do is... Wait, no. I guess the best thing to do is put it down for a bit. And then double check. Yep, there we go. It changes height. And there's a glass pane window over there, which we will now fire at. So, okay. So now we need to get the gong ringer to the other side. But because of the fog of war, we can't exactly see. So let's just hope to goodness that we make it, you know? Whoop! I have high hopes for that one, but of course, if we fucked up, we could always do it again. Now we see if it fell. I don't think it did. So we'll check it out again. Is that the mysterious bell ringer? There it is. And then we dong the gong. Dong. That was also so fast. That was like 5 minutes. We finished this whole glyph in 5 minutes. Crunch. Crunch. It's like the Liberty Bell. The Taco Bell. New glyph. Who dis? We're now up to 16 energy. Sadly, this is not a finishing weapon. Actually, we could leave it here as a sign that we have finished the puzzle. No. Hello. Don't you want to put it down for a bit, bruh? Oh, can it only be thrown? Fascinating. I couldn't put it down. So yeah, the sound glyph, as you guys may guess, creates sound. Fascinating. We could Test it out on the Zephanim outside again. If there's a portal. No, not the shoey shoe. Don't touch me. We are not acquainted. Do not touch me. This could have had, I'll be real with you, this area could have a scalable wall just so that you have access to the lower areas of the Zephan Keep without having to go around all the time. I would prefer it if they put a scalable wall there because like, it becomes then a funnel that people can't escape from. I could hear them. Oh, where'd he come from? Here's sound glyph. Oh, my ears. That hurt my ears. TKB. TKB. Whoa. TKB. Oh, slew out right here. Okay. Now we just gotta head back to the what do we call that? We gotta head back to the portal and then enter the Rahab area. Why do I hear them outside? Oh. Oh. Trying to remember, I think that's all of the stuff that we could get. We don't have swimming ability yet, so sadly I don't think we could benefit from it. I'm trying to remember if there are any areas nearby or around that still have pie slices, for example. Oh man, I can't believe it. Sunlight Glyph is next. In this area, no, not a lot of scalable walls. We already got that one. In this area, I don't think there's a scalable wall in Raziel's area that leads to a pie slice. We took care of the one here. We took care of the one at... I think... Okay. Let's go to Human Citadel. I think there's gonna be more pie slices there for us now that we have scale. I just need to remember not to shoot anybody. Because the thing about telekinetic force projectile is that it has really good aiming. It has really good auto aim when Raziel's the one on in control. So long as, you know, it's within his line of sight. I don't think I need swimming for this one. Yeah, it's not damaging me, which is weird. It should be dissolving me per piece. There's another pie slice. But I also remember that there's more to this than meets the eye. I'm not sure if I should spectral actually. I don't think I have to. Because I could reach it. Womp. 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 No switch here. No switch here either. Womp. Fascinating stuff. Yeah, no, it's too high. I mean, too far. You could try the other side. Yeah, it has similar patterns-ish. Maybe I should have tried spectraling as well. Yeah, there's so many scalable walls here in Human Citadel. I get worried for their safety if ever Zephonim came along into town. It would prove dangerous for the humans. Actually detrimental for their survival. We got energy. There's a switch. I was actually waiting for this switch. Hit the switch. We open up something. Let's go. It gave us a wall. Which gives us a path. Which gives us a stairs. Take it easy, guys. I gotta believe these guys are just protecting, like, another D8. They're just hanging out, homies. Take care. That can't be all of it, I think. I mean, granted, I'm happy that we were able to find another slice, but I feel like there's more than meets the eye. So we're gonna check it out. We're gonna be eye to eye with it. Oink. I know there were other scalable walls out here, like that one. Point, 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 point. It's just glyph energy. There's another one here. There's a treasure trove of places to go to. Oops. Fun. There we go. We're on the upper ledges of this pipe. And I don't know where it leads. But look at these highest highs that we're reaching right now. You know, I've never checked if you could actually use a certain future skill that we get to rotate that. It's really fun to see the architecture of this place. Just so spanning. Like seriously, there's so many places to go to. I mean, granted, none of them exactly warrant the secrecy, but the fact that they detailed these areas this much so that you could just explore it, that's still something. I appreciate that. There's that lady who just hangs out in this corridor. But yeah, there are so many scalable walls in Human Citadel. It's not even funny. You actually wonder if they were like if they were co-created by Zephon. Make it easier to get snacks from up the rafters. No, not here. You know, there's another scalable wall here somewhere. There it is. Height. Again, no indication of where else it could be going. There's a little alcove here. There's some energy here. I think even if we go into spectral, it doesn't change all that much. Yep. Sorry. Don't have to fight. Please. Everybody relax. Why are they in fighting pose? What is this? Okay, they've chillaxed. I think that's it. Now there's still one more prior to the river. Or canal. I think canal is a better term for it. Granted how it's shaped. And granted the lack of swimming ability, we really just gotta play by the rules right now. Man, once we get that swimming ability, everything will change. I saw the scalable wall a while ago. I'm just checking this area out. Haven't been here in some time. I like it. It's just more stuff. I think the last one is protected via swimming, so we're not gonna get that today. Look at these zigzaggy. Look at that zigzag. Look at this lamp that we could stand on. What strange architecture. Anyway, we can now return to the Drowned Abbey. Pick a fight with some fish vampires, baby. Please, everybody relax. I can't believe the Human Citadel alone contained like three life pizzas. I want pizza. As easy, eh? I want pizza. Man, that was a blast from the past I was not expecting. Oops. I can't move my thing. There we go. Hey, it's loading properly, the animation. Look. It's a woojo. Woojo. Sunlight glyph would be the next one, yeah. Ow. Ow. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some fish hunting. Give me a hot second, everybody. Actually, now that we've hit around the 1.5 hour mark, give me like a 5-minute break. Let's have a 5-minute break, everybody. Or less. Let me just get a glass of water, actually. I'd like to invite everybody to uncurl the spines, get a drink, maybe, have a snack. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Let's return. Let's get back in gear. You're back with your interspace infiltrator Jetspy. And we are continuing our adventure into this new area called the Drowned Abbey. Which is just essentially, imagine vampires playing Wipeout. That's the plot.
Once a sanctuary against the vampire menace, this abbey has been drowned by the deluge spilling from this wounded land. Your brother Rahab and his brood, devastated even by the feeble rays of Nosgoth's sun, overcame their vulnerability to water and retreated from the surface. Now they haunt these ruins and glide in the darkness of its stagnant depths.
Welp. So now we have fish vampires. Now here's my question. If Raziel was killed because of his wings, why on earth wasn't Rahab killed because of his gills? That was never explained to me. Unless, of course, the reason why Cain killed Raziel to begin with was not jealousy over the wings thing. Whoa, sorry. Sorry. No, 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 no. Nah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to blow him up like that. This looks weirdly like a screw. Almost as if it could twist. This connects to the water. Yep. Enemy alerted, I guess. I don't need to be here, actually. You know what? Everybody hold still. Boink. Bye. Now we just bounce. Oh no, the platforming. I am fully expecting that we just fall into the water a lot of the times. This will take up most of the day, I think. Thanks, cameraman. That was close. Did he die? No, you fools, because you were curious. Yeah, the platforming is gonna be a bit. Again, it's like a vampire who's weak to water playing Wipeout. He's gonna get his ass kicked by the water. Sorry about this. No, I slipped. I told you this area gets rather dicey. Also, I'm happy that they have bar doors. That means you could just phase through them. Come on. It's already happening, I told you. The moment Drowned Abbey gets you once, it's gonna be like the platforming gets tricky for some reason. Like very tricky. You just gotta do it without any mind. No mind. See? Now we're back. And yeah, Robin are strong against water. What was I expecting? I called them fish vampires even. So throwing them into the water is like giving them a swim. No. No, sorry, Bob. Not interested. No, is that forced water? I didn't mean to fall into the water. I wanted to shift just so that we had full health. Now we take care of all the dudes at the bottom. Sorry, guys. There's a telekinetic force projectile pump down here. This is where the platforming gets dicey. As if it hasn't been dicey already. Where's my guy? There we go. Where's my other guy? Okay. This is the wipeout. Wipeout time, everyone's favorite. Oh, this is gonna suck. No! What was that, you fool? What? I could stay in one of these alcoves? Oh well. At least we don't have to combat anyone anymore. It's the reason why I prefer shifting into it rather than just jumping into the water. At the very least, I don't have to swim. I mean, collect soul for it. But yeah, here it comes again. Hey, we made it. Look at that. No, you fool. Okay. I have 20 uses of this weapon. Gotcha. I'm just trying to find the proper positioning, actually, to put them on the spike trap. Ouch. Boink. I think that's the one. Oh, really? Come on. Actually, we could also just break that. This will actually restart the whole thing, I think. Man, we almost slipped on that last one. Truly the wipeout moment. just like that, we finished Drowned Abbey. Well, rather, we've traversed most of it. We still need to fight that guy. Yep. I think it's you hit this. I have no idea why this area's bell activated. Give me a hot second, chat. Okay. Too bad we'll be fighting the boss with generally less health than what I'm comfortable with, but you know, can't exactly be picky. Huh? Why did it suddenly go up? Oh no. Not traversal. Oh no, no. Upsy daisy. Upsy daisy. Upsy daisy. Upsy daisy. No! It's gonna be like this. Upsy daisy. Uh-oh. Bump, 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 bada, bump, bump, bump. He does have vestigial legs.
Rahab, you have adapted well to your environment, for one so maladjusted.
Do not mock me, Raziel. You of all of us should respect the power bestowed by a limitation overcome. Cain said you would come.
You speak with the murderer?
You would do well to mind your blasphemous tongue.
What more did he tell you?
That you would destroy me.
I will indeed. But tell me, before I tear your soul from its moorings, do you know what we were before Cain spawned us?
Human.
Seraphan, Rahab, the antithesis of all we ever believed.
Does it matter? We were lost. He saved us.
Saved us? From what?
From ourselves.
It's surprising how devoted Rahab seems to be to Cain. Even though for some weird reason or another, he didn't have to be. Ow! Rob, stop it. I'm trying to do my job here. That guy looks a little like... This one looks a little like Spider-Man. Ouch, Rob. Trying to do work. That one just looks like a Spyro. Ow! Rahab! Stop it! Wink. This one looks like a logo from the 80s. From the 90s of like music software. This looks like a yin and yang. Ouch. This looks... this just looks like a Rainbow Road. A segment of Rainbow Road. This looks like the Shell logo. The gas station's Shell logo. And this looks like a claw. Sorry, Rahab. Sorry it has to be like this. Ah, my eyes!
Infused with Rahab's soul, you have overcome your former vulnerability to water's touch. Immersion in water will no longer dissolve your physical body,
Let's go.
enabling you to swim to areas heretofore beyond your reach.
Ah yes, hitherto impeded. Look at that! We go swim, baby! I'm guessing we could boost the same way. Woo! High jump, they call it. I just call it a boost. We could swim. Look at us. We're not dissolving anymore. That being said, my actions are kind of jacked. There we go. It does say speed boost. Hard to do on mouse. Hard to do on keyboard. I forgot that my mouse don't do much in this mode. It doesn't support this version doesn't support mouse. So all of this is keyboard input. Let me just squiggling. Look at us not dissolving. Well, there are some areas that I want to check out now we could swim.
Beyond the maelstrom of the abyss, a subterranean tunnel leads northward to the clan territory of your brother Dumar. Endowed with Rahab's soul, you may swim to gain entry where your progress was previously impeded.
Yes, where we were hitherto impeded. Fascinating. So that's how you get that big energy orb. Sorry, Rahabim. Weirdly enough, I think this guy recharges. Yeah, he does. Don't touch me. This guy also. Ow! What a guy. Look at that. A obviously pullable thing. Look at this. It's obviously pullable. But I can't touch it yet. I think we need to have a different ability to access this one. And another one too. There's two of them. Or I'm guessing they followed me into the water, I guess. That's a guess on my part. Everybody's just pissed. Whoa. No. There's so much water for us to try out swimming in. But for example, look at this, chat. We just walk into it now. I know I put a Rahab in here. There he is. Oops. Nope. 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 Cool. Sure, it's hard to angle myself half the time. I wonder if I hold a vase. Oh, it makes me sink. However, it does also make me fight. Can I cast? And it's effective too. Boink. Boink. Fascinating stuff. What? No. Sadly, my fighting abilities in the water are very low. So I'm gonna have to rely on, I guess, glyphs for that. Rank. Huh? Somebody get impaled somewhere? That was a weird noise. We should get this guy. Sorry, guy. Oh no. He didn't reach it. Not selling anything. Wait. Where's the thing? Is there even? See, you can also access this area out because the weird projectile eyeball is in here. Wee. 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 Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Come on! I just literally said don't touch me. Ow! Ow! That's it. Just wanted to have my proper weapons. He's gonna spit at me again, isn't he? I'm actually not sure if it's telekinetic force projectile or if they have telekinetic force or if they're just spitting water. It's spitting up a loogie. Like that somehow. Oh. Boing. Wee. Huh? Wee. No. No. Come on, man. I'm minding my business. I'm on my own flowchart right now. No pun intended. Well, he's not even using, he's barely using his arms. He's just using the power of his belly to swim. I feel like it would be so much easier if we just walk this rather than swim this. We just need to break the glass. There should be portals in the water now, I guess. Wait, I'm seeing it. Yeah, there are portals in the water now. Oh no, are these eggs? Ah, crap, they're eggs. They're pods. What is down here? I know there was a bit of an upgrade that's waiting for. There we go. Give me a hot second.
This elemental forge is tuned to the Soul Reaver's energy.
Yo?
Once baptized in this primordial flame, the blade may be imbued with fire at any future time.
Yo? So yeah, we had an upgrade now. We now have, ironically, we found it in the area full with water. We now have the ability to have fire on the Reaver. But of course, it still gets killed if you go into water, for example. So we need to get out here to enjoy its capacities the most. Once I figure the controls out again. That's pretty hype. But yeah. As you're possibly hearing, this is me trying to attack underwater. I can only do TKP. I can only do the telekinetic force projectile as my only attack in the water. Also glyphs if I am not in it. I could use glyphs if I can stand in the water, which is what the vases are for anyway. But sadly, the rest of this is gonna be, well, it's going swimmingly. Pun intended. Man, we are blazing through Soul Reaver. I'm afraid that the next week's stream is just gonna be like an hour long. But then again, it's gonna be Duma and the Chronoplast next episode. I think today we can finish all of the glyphs. Or maybe up until water or fire. Hey, another harpoon. So harpoon is not the unique weapon then. Yeah, did you know that this whole area actually connects back to Raziel's area? Right here. Look at that. That's the Doom aim that we always see. Poink. Sorry, guy. Look at that Raha. Look at that Rahabim. Just waiting in the wings. What the? No! It crashed! You're kidding. It crashed. I didn't save. I haven't saved. Ah! I haven't saved at all. All of our progress.
Oh my goodness, no. Don't tell me the game was like, oh, you're doing this too quickly. We're gonna take away your... I should have been saving. Ah! Everything. 2 hours of progress lost. Shut up, Ken. It's not funny. We lost all of that progress. I'm guessing because, I don't know, the soul clipping. Oh, this sucks. I wasn't saving at any point. Rip to the people. Thanks. Thanks, Sandy. Ah, this sucks.
here now. Sorry about that. I'm sure you could hear the sound effects, but just imagine that. Just imagine that I just went back to. I got the pie slice. I got the pie slice already. Don't worry. We got the pie slice. So just go up here now. I can't even skip the cutscenes later. No, don't you dare. I gotta save at every warp gate, at everything. Ah, this. These little cat bastards. This is water. Shut up. We don't have TKP. I was trying to TKP them. No telekinetic force projectile yet.
The ancient tomb of the
Yeah, we get it. Yeah.
Impenetrably sealed.
Yeah, and all of the dudes.
By Nosgoth's upheavals, its mysteries lay exposed.
They were killing the
In
vampire
time of
generation.
Centuries before Cain was made, the Seraphim warrior priests waged a merciless war against the vampire tribes of Nosgoth. Emboldened by righteousness, they committed unspeakable and indiscriminate acts of violence, massacring fledglings and ancients alike. They decimated entire bloodlines in mere decades. Now their husks lay here, murderers enshrined.
Okay, murderers enshrined. Let's go. I gotta save everywhere. I need to remember to save everywhere. We were actually supposed to get Stone Glyph Door first, but I didn't want to make the return trip, as I said. So yeah, what is Stone Glyph Door inactive? But the one after it is. The music changed as well. This. So much to redo. So much to redo. Then you go in here, and then Elder tells us, "Oh, you're gonna dox yourself, Holmes."
Take heed, Raziel.
Take heed, Raziel.
A forgotten history lies within. Know thyself, though it may destroy you.
Yeah. And then some Doomahim show up. They get shocked by our presence, and then that guy. I don't want to fight you, bro. And then this thing. What a bother. Doink, doink.
As I pulled the stone free, a sigh of sepulchral air escaped the inner chamber. I was not prepared for what lay beyond this threshold. These crypts, defiled caskets of Seraphim saints, bearing my brother's names and my own. The irony of Cain's blasphemous act rushed in on me with the crushing force of revelation. Were my hands not as bloody as these? Worse, I had spilled the blood of my brothers, these very comrades whose tombs lay ravaged before me.
Yes, Raziel, you were a Seraphan, born of the same force that all but destroyed your race. Before the dawn of the Empire, you were chosen. Cain, Nosgoth's solitary self-declared monarch, plundered this tomb and raised you from these crypts. Breathing his vampiric gift into your defiled corpses, he resurrected you as his favored sons.
No boss rush. It's more like no. It's gonna be more like puzzle rush. Sadly, the save file. I haven't been saving. That's what I get for not saving. Okay, yeah. Then there's a slewog here, and then the guy's gonna be like, "Thou shalt not pass." No, it's a race. I don't want to fight you. You're a bother and a half. Here we go. And then he says the Gandalf line. Go, Gandalf, go.
Heretic, you shall not.
It's like watching the same stream twice. I'm sorry, everybody.
Such loyalty to one who has you guarding this outpost like a chained dog. Do you prosper on the scraps he casts you?
Your insults will do nothing to blunt the agonies of your demise.
Cain killed me once. Behold the result.
This scene does look familiar, Panda.
Fear from you.
Okay, Edgelord, let's go. Nice telekinetic force projectile, homie. Oh, look at him. He went for the uppercut. I'm gonna go for the lower cut, baby. Splash him in the water. Do it again. Do it again, actually. Look at him. He just stood there, menacing you. Come on, just go into the water already. Not to me, it doesn't. This is what you missed a while ago. Ow, my eyes. Yeah, you have picked up the telekinetic force projectile.
Has infused you with the power to compress and manipulate space.
You could
As
now
your symbiotic weapon,
trash and
the Soul
crush.
Reaver is also thus enhanced. You may focus and project an orb of kinetic energy to strike objects that are otherwise beyond your reach.
It works like this. Bang! I said bang! Yeah. This is just a doorway. We don't have to go there. Man, this is so familiar. Then there's a guy down here, and then we have to go into the water. Look at that. We almost missed it. I'd rather shift into the water than just dive into it so that we're not losing health. Then we shift back out. It's like a walkthrough at this point. Did some Duma him or in the way, then we just jump it. I am a fool! Jump right into the pool! Foolish pool. Boom, 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 boom. We have a gun now. That's great. Just get the slug. And then pick up the juice. Yeah, and then the guy will be like, and then you go here, and then you jump onto the wall, and then you climb up the wall. And then you go up the wall, and then you go over here, and then you jump over here. I'm just walkthroughing this, buds. I'm sorry. And then you jump over here, and then you get on the pillar, and then you jump over here, and then you get to the door, and then you open the door. And then you get that guy, but you don't get that guy because that's not where the guy needs to be. And then you go over here, and then you jump over here. And then you hit that guy, and then you jump over here, and then you break the window. And then you jump across. And then you get on this thing. And then you forget that this isn't a D8, it's just the thing. And then you jump over here. Ow, no, the sucky. You sucky. And then you jump over here, and then you jump over here. And then you jump over that guy. I'm just gonna avoid. No, 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 not force glyph. What's that gonna do for us? No, not force glyph again! Ah, my inputs are getting too antsy. There we go. And then you fit through this wall. And then you jump up the stairs. And then you use the gun. Then you use the gun on the other guy. And then you do with a suck. And then you shift out of realm. And then you get the glyph. And then you hit him with the force. And then you yeet. And then you shift out of here. And then you hit that guy. And then you hit the other guy. And then you have lunch. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to eat the other extra guy. I just wanted the wraiths because they're a danger to society. And then you go over here, and then you meet the sluag, and then you jump over the sluag. And then you come over here, and then you don't need to shift. Can you fit through this door? Apparently you can, and then you jump through the door. You go into the water, and then you meet a guy, and then he tries to attack you. I am so boondoggled right now, bruh. And then you check out the water, but then you find out that you can't swim yet. So you go over here. And then you go back in the hole because that's where the portal was. And then you jump over here, and then you jump over here, and then you come over here, and then you realize it's where you were actually supposed to go. And you don't shift out of the realm yet. Because the area you need to go to is over here, and you need to shift in. And then you go over here, and you get to the warp gate. I can't believe we were a bit saving. We haven't been saving. So now we gotta do all of this again, bro. I gotta go to the territory again. This is the worst. And then you go over here. And then you hit the E, and then you go over here. Right, you go to the Melkaya zone. And then you go over here. Fascinating. Hitting pause fixes the track. I should do that more and more. But then you go over here. And then you get to the wall. Look at the bright side. If Ned ever pops up again, he'll get to see it live again. I'm not selling anything. Hello? Raziel? There we go. Come on! I was just having lunch. What a bother of a guy. Anyway. And then you go over here, and then you hit them with the turret so that they don't attack you. Then you go over here. You jump up. We take the scalable wall. I haven't hit save, and then we gotta save so that we're done. And then we go up here. And then we bypass that guy because he's not our problem. And then they show you the stuff, and then they show you the goods. then they tell you it's sad. Actually, no, nobody tells me it's sad. There's no narration for this part. Ha. And then you go over here. And then we come up this wall. And then we climb up the wall. Hachai. 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 Kinchai. And then you jump over here. And then we open the door. Hey Panda, look. Doesn't this area look familiar? It does to me. And then we get the gate. We get the glade. And then we save because we have to save before we forget to save. And then we go over here. Shut up! Oh, that guy is just posted up at the doorway. And then we fly to the eye. Hole in one. It looks like we passed this area before. Yeah, we did. It's so cool. And then we jump over combat because the combat is okay. We really don't have to do this. It's not like they lock you in a room with the guys. And then you jump over here. And then you go over here. And then you jump over here. And then you quick shift. And then you hit save just in case you forgot to do it again. Ah, I hate it. No. And then you land over here. And then you jump over here. There we go. And then you... No, no, no! Oh, my antsy decision making. It's getting to me. This is not good. My decision making is getting poorer because of my antsiness. Come on. Come on, Raziel, please. You're embarrassing me in front of the nation. And then we do the crouch walk so that we don't fall. And then we do the crouch walk so that we don't fall. And then we do the jump. And then if I'm remembering correctly, we go up here. Yep. No. C. C. There we go. I do believe it's around the second hole. No. It's too much. Here. Get the guy. And then we go over here. Please go up. Go up slight. Oh man, we have to do this again, bro. And then that guy will try to stop us, and then we jump over. And then another guy will start to stop us, and then we jump over. And then we hit it with the eerie. I sure do hope we make it. Oh, yay, we made it. Now we need to get the glyph again. Bomb. I miss. There we go. And then we get the guy, and then we get the pie. At first I was afraid. I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. And then we solve this puzzle again. Ah, this could be off stream. This could be off stream. But, look at the bright side. I was able to artificially extend the lifespan of this stream. Okay, here we go. And then flip this here. And then push this. And imagine you're a first time watcher of the jet stream. And then like you leave for a bit and then you see that we're back in the hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sheesh. Now we just gun it. Gun. That's one away. Boop. That's the click. That's the click 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, show me your secrets. That's not your secrets. Show me your secrets. Where's the pattern, bruh? Am I going crazy? Where's the pattern? Huh? There it is. Where were you? We've been looking everywhere for you. We've been worried sick. Oh, sorry. I'm too chunky. Boink. Boink. Okay. Wait, first and foremost, there's a piece right here. Bump. I said bump. Push. 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 Aye. Push. Fire. Push. No. Push. Wank wonk. Push. Push. Push the block. Fire. Push the block. Fire. Get that guy. Jump over the guy. No, too much. Fire. 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 Okay, now let's check on the holes. That one's missing a face. There is a pattern here. Where's the face? Oh, there it is. This guy's missing a face. Thanks, cameraman. Okay. Yeah, that guy's missing vampire jowls. Okay, who we missing for this one? We're missing jowls. I hate how we have to do this over and over, only because I didn't save like a goober. I feel like that was the wrong flip to do. No, not that one. Flip it, Raziel. No. Boink, boink. Vampire jowl. Oh, this is upside down, so we have to flip, and we have to spoink, spoink. Okay. Now we could push, fire, push. Hey Azure, I'm so happy you could catch stream. This is the second time I'm doing this because I forgot to save, and there's no autosaves in old games. Sorry, a bit late. Just woke up. It's fine. You're catching my second run of this streaming day. I've already done this. It's just that I forgot to save. I'm a bad gamer. I am a bad gamer. Panda, I'd really love it if you don't just spell out fail for me like that. That would be grand. But also it is quite epic, this fail. And I don't think I've ever said epic fail in a while like that. Okay, here we go. Push, fire, push, fire, push, fire, push, fire, push, fire, push. Just showing my support for you, Jet. Head pat. At least I get a head pat for my troubles. And my troubles are so big. They're the biggest. And then we push it here. Push. Click, clickety. Click, clickety. And then we go over here, and then we push it over here, and then we go over here, and then we flip it over here, and then we go over here, and then we flip it over here, and then we flip it, Raziel, flip it, Wraith boy. Boink, boink. Make tusok. Where are you going? Okay, hi. This should be properly oriented. Then we push it over here, and then we shoot it over here, and then we push it over here, and then we push that thing, Raziel. Push again. Push again. Push it with your gun. Push it with your hands. Push it with your hands. Push it with your gun. Push it with your hands. Push it with your gun. Push it with your hands. Push it with your gun. Push it with your hands. This is mind-numbing. Let's go. Push. I actually don't know which one is the faster push animation. If one of them is saving more time than the other. That being said, it's funny to try out all of the methods. Rainbow! Rainbow! And slight epilepsy test. Ooh, don't look at the flashing lights. Flashing lights warning. Give me a hot second, chat. Actually, yeah, give me a hot, like couple of minutes. Give me a hot couple of minutes. I'll be back. Okay. Oh boy, here it is. You had the thing. No, what are you doing, Raziel? Let go of that guy's leg. Okay, here we go. We are back with Interspace Infiltrator Jetspy, everybody. We just got this stone glyph, and we gotta save the game this time. Oh boy. So yeah, save Lamau. You gotta save your game. Just in case the game doesn't move. Charlie the Unicorn? It's been a long time since I've heard that name, Panda. Quite a long time. Is Charlie the one who was like the Carl? That one? Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the alpacas. Carl, don't do that, Carl. That one. Charlie the Unicorn is the they took my kidney, right? The llamas with hats. Ah yes, of course. I just looped. Oh no! My wings. You still here, bro? Come on! Get out of here! What's going on? See you later, alligator. The guy got 4 hits on me because apparently you could not telekinetic force projectile at point blank range. Wouldn't you know it? Okay, now we go to the Zephonim area. Gotta pick up a little something from the grocery store, yeah. Right? Yeah. Whoa. Cool. I don't want to deal with the Zephonim. They're too stiggy. Wii U. I cracked the same Wii U joke from a while ago. Boink, 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 boink. Glitch area, fly around. Nice landing. Okay, here we go. We need to land near the rafters, but not on it. Take it easy with the fall guy. Oh. Hello, hi Ned. You just missed it. Stream we're doing everything again because your boy forgot to save and he lost 2 hours of progress. 2 hours of progress, boy. D8. How many classes in D&D use the D8? Oh, also longsword. Also longsword. Yay, we go over here again. And then there's gonna be a scary spider boy here. He's gonna be like, and then we're gonna be like, pop! And then we're gonna be like, pop! Okay. And then we're gonna be like, pop. We climb, climb, climb. Over here, I could hear him walking to us, and I hate it. Oh boy, here we go. Back in the streets where we, well, not exactly began. This was like the 3rd thing we came here for. Bang, bang, bang. I really dislike wraiths. Oh, sorry. I wasn't supposed to eat the soul. I was supposed to eat the wraith. That's not like I have control over those things. Hey, another one. Bang, 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 bang. This would be pedantic about it. Get the guy. No, not. I just want the wraith, not the little tiny soul. Okay, we have learned from a while ago that there's breakable glass up there, so you know what we're gonna do. I don't think we could reach it. I don't think we could. How about now? Wow, 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 wow. Boop. That did break, right? You heard the glass? I heard the glass. Okay. So now I suppose this was the easier way of doing things rather than crossing with the thing and then tossing it all the way upstairs. We could just go over here, come up here, toss it over here. Oh. I mean, it's not downstairs anymore, so I would assume that it made it upstairs. Come. And we just do some light platforming as opposed to dark platform. Sorry, that was a dumb joke. You're going up, dragon up. It's the American dragon jig long. So apparently Kenny Rogers has pretty decent Wi-Fi. I can't hear anything going on though because the music here is too loud. Oh, that's okay. At any rate, Ned, the only thing that you missed was that we had to restart because I wasn't saving. Boink, 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 boink. That was actually the faster way of like dealing with this puzzle, I realized. Give him the dong. Dong the gong. And then it opens up. And now we get the sound. Oh man, I can't believe we traveled all the way here for the sound glyph. I guess you could say it's a real sound trip. Okay, then we hit save again. Save the thing, Lamau. Lameo. Boink. Alright, I do believe we could shift here already. Wee. What is that noise? Somebody. Ha, boy howdy. Oh, give me a moment. Oh, streshimashita chat. Give me a hot second. Okay. Man, what do you do with a... No, shut up. No, don't touch me. You do not know me. Sag. Okay, here we go. Get to the portal. The portal. Get the thing. Shift in. Oh no, I forgot something. Oh wait, no. I did not forget it actually. Because it was the first stop, I realized. It was the first stop we made. No. 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 I realize I don't have to fight these guys. I could just leave. Because I don't want to waste my time on the Zephanim. They are annoying and sticky. The sticky part is the worst part. Okay, now we could head back to the human citadel. We're just really redoing that redo. Wing. Oh, high jump. There we go. Relax, guys, relax. Okay. Now we go over here, and then we open the door, and then we go to the Matsudato. Hello, humanes. There's only 2 things that we need to get from here. The other walls are just glyph energy. We don't really need that. Juice. Granted that we're not going to be spending here. The humans are friends, not food. Especially since none of them would actually harm you. There's no point in harming them either. Man, back then I used to hurt all of the dudes, but I regret those actions now. I'd like to be good. I'd like to be good. Everybody wants to be good. Everybody, like, I mean, why on earth wouldn't you want to be a chill vampire home slice? Granted that the vampires are the ones who's doing all the murdering. You know, Raziel never fashioned himself as a hungry boy. He never looks hungry. For action time, I mean. We... Poink, 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 poink. We... Toink. Time to find the dudes who are enclosed in their workspace. I have no idea why you're just here, guys. I hope that you're alright. That must be a cool human dude. There's no roof on here? I thought there was a roof here. This is an open space. Might as well be like just like the... I don't know why that area reminded me of... You guys remember Samurai Jack? The 3 archers? Dude, the 3 archers were so cool back then. Like they had super hearing and they were on a tower. Jack had to get through the tower though, so they were all up in like we just posted up. Those guys were so cool, and then you find out that they were just good boy little monks, I think, who were obviously corrupted by the forces of Vaku, but Jack was able to, like, you know, put some good back into them. That was cool. Samurai Jack was peak. I really like Samurai Jack. What else were we missing? I don't think we were missing anything else in the previous areas again. At least not ones that we can't access without swimming. So I guess now's the time. Wow. We're back in the drowned abbey, baby, and we were able to do that like 25% faster. So you were able to finish all of that within like an hour. Of course, we still have to do the wipeout.
Once a sanctuary against the vampire menace, this abbey has been drowned by the deluge spilling from this wounded land. Your brother Rahab and his brood, devastated even by the feeble rays of Nosgoth's sun, overcame their vulnerability to water and retreated from the surface. Now they haunt these ruins and glide in the darkness of its stagnant depths.
Man, stagnant water, huh? I hope they don't have a mosquito infestation. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, fish boy? Very slow traveling projectile, I realize. No. Out of my way. I don't wanna fight anybody. It's gonna be a waste of time. I don't want to fight unless they're in the way, I guess, and then I'll just hit him with the push and then leave him. Because it's too much of a hassle to actually go for combat. And then maybe hit them with the stone cliff if they're giving me trouble. Just so that they can be petrified for a long amount of time. First platforming again. Kinda weird to say first and again at the same time. Okay, here we go. Position yourself. Wonder how you reach that one. Oh, that. It's all the way up there. Like that, I guess. They really put it up there. Wee! I hope I don't fall into the water. Let's go. Give me a sec. Okay, whoa. And then another speedy. And then another speedy. They're really speeding. And then just so that we don't have to recharge health, let's just shift into the water. Shoo shoo. And we go up here. We shift back in and then we jump. Jump, I say. 2, 3, 4. Height, height. Height, height. Height, height. Quink, quink. Height, height. Height, height. This is the part where the platforming can get bad, so get ready for falling into the water. Oh no. I guess not. Ow! That guy really hit me. Stop it! Stop it, you hassles! No! There it is. There is the platforming went. I actually didn't have trouble with that area a while ago. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. TKFP, baby. TKFP is pretty good. No. No. Can you guys not? Can you guys not? That's it. That's what you get when you let your heart win. Fallout boy. And we jump back in the thing, and then we climb that thing. So yeah, the only nutty part in all of this is us having to climb this area. Isn't that Paramore? Yes, Kaz, that's the joke. Just making animal noises. Roar. X3. Stop it! Stop it with your fish! Ba't yung bangus natin hindi nanunura ng ganyan? You foolish fool! Misinputted. Come on, not again! Why is there a refill station on the Sluhog here? Oh boy. Save reminder, by the way. Oh, like here's the thing about save reminders. You see, the game only the game takes note of the progress that you have when it comes to the things that you've unlocked. However, for example, the hard part with the Drowned Abbey is that until you get swimming, you actually don't have any, like, no differences made in the area. Like, essentially, the only time where it's worth saving is after we defeat Rahab again for the ability to swim. Because, like, it's not all of this, if you've noticed so far, all of this has been platforming. None of them are puzzles. If they were puzzles, they would be saved. But this is all platforming, so whether or not we save, we're gonna have to do this again. This is gonna suck a bit. See, we could do that clean. Why can't we do the other thing clean? Actually, you know what, guys? Take it stoned. Okay, let's see if we could do this proper, like. See, we could do it proper, like. Yosh. Imagine missing at that last jump. And then we ring the bell. We say, Saved by the Bell, that 1970s show. I don't know when Saved by the Bell was. Is there actually a show called Saved by the Bell? Somebody check chat. I don't watch sitcoms, you see. Hey, are you new to the stream? Are you speaking to me? Am I enjoying the wild infiltrations of Jetspy? Why did he have to do it today twice? Please do consider following, though. Yes, thank you, Ned. Ned is not a bot. He lives. He eats chicken. Like the rest of us. 1989. Thank you, Kaz. Thanks for Saved by the Bell date. He's a great mod. Also, please follow Ned the Blimp Pilot on Tweetsy and Brusky. Get me up there. And then we're gonna do the thing again. Ah! That's how people call me when I did my spiel. Wasn't it during Half-Life where the guy was like, there's a bot in here? And I'm like, no, that's not a bot, that's my homie. But then again, you can't spell Blimp Pilot without bot. The conspiracy deepens. Dang, why are fast food places so loud? I don't know. So that your ears have something to eat. That was dumb, I'm sorry. Sorry you had to hear that from me. Yeah, we get it already. Swim faster, man. We know, we saw. We did this an hour ago already. Oh yeah, by the way, look at his vestigial legs over there. He has vestigial legs because he just evolved to become a fish. Yeah, it's like...
Rahab, you have adapted well to your environment, for one so maladjusted.
Do not mock me, Raziel. You of all of us should respect the power bestowed by a limitation overcome. Cain said you would come.
You speak with the murderer?
You would do well to mind your blasphemous tongue.
What more did he tell you?
That you would destroy me.
I will indeed. But tell me, before I tear your soul from its moorings, do you know what we were before Cain spawned us?
Human.
Seraphan, Rahab, the antithesis of all we ever believed.
Does it matter? We were lost. He saved us.
Saved us? From what?
From ourselves.
No, no, not from ourselves. Anyway. Actually, again. Give me a hot sec. Again, sorry. Okay. Ow! I can't believe he hit me with his own TK Force projectile. Unless that was just water spit. The Spider-Man window. And then hit up the ow! And then hit up the spiral window. And then hit up the... I don't know, this looks like Subway 1990s logo. Hit up the Pepsi logo. Pepsi! Ow. He's much faster in attacking than a while ago. And then Rainbow Road. And then the Shell logo. That's getting really annoying, man. You're really hitting me. And then hit up the spice. Ouch. Come on. That was almost finished. And then hit up the one that looks like Sully but red. This looks like Sully from Monsters Inc. But looks like it's become a more higher class fast food, but it's still fast food. Like Army Navy, I guess. So like if you order at a counter, it's fast food. If a waiter comes up to you, I don't think that's fast food. That's the distinction that I make sometimes. Like if you have to go to a counter and then you order the food there, I think that counts as fast food.
Infused with Rahab's soul, you have overcome your former vulnerability to water's touch. Immersion in water will no longer dissolve your physical body, enabling you to swim to areas heretofore beyond your reach.
But what if you try to order and get countered? Why on earth would they just counter you like that? They'd be like, cross counter! Isn't this the door? Why isn't it open? So yeah, our swimming abilities are... Alright, save. So now we have swim. Now we have swim. I am still lost in the controls a bit. But yeah, we have very limited fighting ability. We cannot slashy. Listen to this keyboard. That's E. That's my attack button. We can't do that. However, we can shoot when we're not halfway in the water. We can shoot. Wait, even if we are halfway in the water, can we still shoot? Apparently not. As you could hear, this is my F button for shooting. Nothing. Just wanted you guys to hear that as proof that I am hitting the inputs. Countered by what? An angry waiter. He's just like, cross counter! They hit you with a counter hyper combo. So now, because the doors are sealed, or they go, that's not what you're eating, this is what you're eating, and then what? They serve you a knuckle sandwich. What terrible hospitality this place has. Spiral staircases, victory.
Beyond the maelstrom of the abyss, a subterranean tunnel leads northward to the clan territory of your brother Dumas. Endowed with Rahab's soul, you may swim to gain entry, where your progress was previously impeded.
Okay, so as I was saying, the only thing that we've saved now is the ability to swim. At the start of the game always restarts us in the Elders. Ow! In the Elders area. In the Elders area at the very start of the game. That's where we always will start. No matter where we, no matter what warp gate we have, no matter what save point we have, no matter where we save, we'll always start off in Underworld. Under the Abyss. We'll always start off there. But once we come to the Material Realm, we can swim. That's the difference maker. So sadly, if we want to like do more, we have if we want to have a better save file, we gotta unlock more and then save then. This guy's gonna be like, whoa, wow. Oh, I'm not sure if I dodged him. Not sure if I lost health there. Also, they don't have waiters in Kenny Rogers anymore. Well, then I guess it's fast food. Like, is there a counter? Do you go to a counter? Do they hand you a menu? It's like, for example, if that's the case. Oh yeah, by the way, we're not sponsored by any of these places. We're just talking about them. For example, Rax. Rax has a menu and waiters, so I guess that's a fine dining experience. Yes, man, I miss Rax potato salad, bro. It was really good. Again, not sponsored. It's just really good. I just have a hankering for potato right now. Oh, a spiral staircase has Big B Doozy. Are they after me? Are the fish after me some more? No, it's the eggs. They cracking. They crack-a-lacking, baby. So yeah, now we need to pick up this thing. Still ironic that you pick up a fire upgrade somewhere in the water. Bum bada bum 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 bada bum 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 bada bum 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 bum. Excuse me. Bum bada bum 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 bada bum. Okay, we're back. This is almost where the part where we had to restart everything. Okay, we gotta heal just so that we have the Reaver back up. Give me a hot second. Okay, picking up the thing.
This elemental forge is tuned to the Soul Reaver's energy. Once baptized in this primordial flame, the blade may be imbued with fire at any future time.
At any future time. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Not folks first. So yeah, we save again. So now we have the ability of the Fire Reaver. Sadly, it doesn't work in the water. This is not SpongeBob. Yay, we're back to where we were last. This is where we were last. And look at how big, look at how defined, sorry, I was all up in his gooch. Look at how defined Raziel's gastrocnemius is. Look at that. And his hamstrings as well. Those are the hamstrings, right? Those are the right muscle groups, right? Yeah, look at his later when he's standing, you'll see his gastrocnemius. And it's just like, that is a defined calf muscle. You could cut a diamond on that thing. Yeah, sadly, the camera, every time we come closer to Raziel, it does a zoom. A little too close, in fact. So yeah, as I was saying a while ago, before my sense of wonder was killed by a bad save, or rather me not saving, this entire place, imagine if you could drain this area of water. That would be so cool. This entire place actually leads back to a familiar area that we have seen in the past. And that area is called Raziel's home turf. We're back in Raziel's home turf. In fact, if I pause the music and start it back up, the track should change. Don't. Trying to remember all the bodies of water that we have to return to and see. And I haven't gotten these guys, I'm so sorry. Remember when I said that we're gonna leave the bodies behind? Apparently that's how you get wraiths. So let's not do that. In fact, sorry about this. Is it a matter of survival, I wonder, for Raziel to eat ghosts? Because that's his diet now. Oh man, we left another. Because it's his diet now, I guess. Well, actually, that's one thing that I'm still unsure about with Raziel. He was essentially given instructions by Elder to, you know, eat souls, right? Because apparently, souls, they can then go through the process of, the bodies go through death. And then, like, you could recycle that, like, they go back to the wheel of fate, so to speak, according to Elder. Of course, I'm not sure if we could go by that intel, because Elder might have personal gains from this. But essentially, it's hard to tell if Elder's being honest about it. Like, we still don't know if in Raziel having this soul diet, he's actually purifying the souls and letting them do the loop through the Wheel of Fate. The life cycle, if you will. Check this out, guys. Fire Reaver. Fire Reaver. Look at that, it's orange. If we shoot it, it burns things. That's not the thing that we have to do just yet. Because you could actually get some glyphs with our new swimming ability. And maybe some slices of pie as well. In fact, we're gonna go back to Human Citadel. Now that we could swim. And we're gonna enter their canals. Very gross way of saying it, by the way. We're gonna enter the canals. It's gonna get quite moist. I'm sorry I'm talking like this, Azure. This is the first time you've been on chat for some time and I'm talking gross stuff. I'm surprised this is still the track. This is my territory track. Boom. No, it's fine. Well, I hope you've missed it. If it's okay with you, I hope you've missed it. Okay, look at that flight ability. That's how we don't take stairs. And also, I'm trying to be as careful as I can not to accidentally press my shooty button. Because these are some good people. I do not want to kill them. So this is a new place where we hit them up with a telekinetic. I was here the whole time. So you haven't missed the weird gross talk? Okay, wait. We could use the boost here, I think. Whee! Get stuck on the propeller either way. We are in a cistern. The peeps, I guess, drink from this. I then wonder what the matter of Raziel's body. Like, I would assume it's just dirt. Dirt is just like combined and then it just comes to form. I actually don't know what Raziel's body is made of. But you could surmise like smell and taste from that. No, you're a Kate V apologist? No. Well, Kate Vi, sorry, not Kate V. Kate Vi apologist. I actually don't ship them. I'm sorry. Ah, wait, Kek, it's hard juggling messenger chats and Twitch simultaneously. It's okay. So are you arguing with the Kate Vi apologist? But then again, that being said, I don't really ship a lot of people in League except the Demacia guy and the girl, I guess. The dynamic is funny. So there's a mermaid here. There's a steel mermaid here. That's not the blue button. She looks so sad. She looks like it's so dry in here. There's no water in her area. It's below. The water does not reach her. And you know what happens when a mermaid can't drink water? They drown. No, me and Goose are just flirting with each other. He called me gay jokingly, so I called him straight and said... And he said in a... Kate Vi apologist? Well... But yeah, like, I'm still struggling to think of like an actual ship in League. So wait, so what's the puzzle? There's a block here. Oh, I get it. I know what you want me to do. Can I get out of the water? Ka-choink, 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 ka-choink. Get out of the water. Good. This is actually one of the simplest. This is one of the simplest puzzles in... I was about to say League in Legacy of Kain. One of the easiest puzzles. You literally just shove it into a box. Spo. Spo. Use your hands. Use your gun. Use your hands. That's... And then you just put it in the hole. And then it fills up with the water. Look at that. It just fills it up with water. It gets to the area. And now it's full of water again. So I'm guessing that drain connects to the mermaid. Kinda weird, by the way, to see a Rahabin just outside. Just want to mention that. Open this up. And then she hits you up with the drink. Yeah, it looks like the Maynila logo. And again, it's 3 waterfalls and a water drop. Not exactly hard, right? It's so weird though, seeing look, the angels in the back almost look Greco-Roman. And at the very front, it looks so Linkin Park, you know, from the music videos. Linkin Park. Yeah, hot second. Okay, now we gotta save again before we lose the progress again. Boink. Okay. Get the recharge. Point, 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 point. Okay. Hey, it's another pizza slice. Imagine if Raziel picks up these things and he makes pizza tower sounds. There we go. Okay. I think we're pretty Gucci on our progress here in the area. Oh, sorry. I don't gotta kneel at me. It's like we don't have to be like this. Y'all don't have to do this, man. Just please get up from your knees. Okay. Okay, just to make sure that we still have enough content to do in the next episode, I think we'll just pick up one more glyph and I could call it. I could already call the end of the stream there. We still have one more glyph to get though. Just to make it like an even 3.5 hours. Of course, this would have been a 2-hour stream if we didn't get stuck in places. If we didn't have to redo so many things. I'm sorry you had to... Sorry you had to watch stream twice, chat. It was a good stream though. I hope you guys enjoyed. But yeah, this is a double VOD. So hey yo, we're watching this twice. Okay, so the next glyph is actually, we passed it by. It was in Raz's area. We actually passed it by. But we didn't have time to check it out there because it's not in order. Sorry, I just wanted to show you guys the menu. Water comes before the next one, so we're gonna get the next one. Open the door. Get on the floor. Dinosaur. Hi. I'm trying to remember where the last 4 pizza slices are. I know that 2 of them are stuck behind areas that we cannot reach just yet. One of them is reachable via swimming. I can't remember where the last one is. Let's try to remember everywhere that we have gone to already. We got that one. We got that one. We got that one. I don't know if there's a slice in one of the glyph areas. I mean, it could be possible. Humdy hum. Oh well, remembrance for later. Oh, I remember where the last one is. Yeah, there's 3 of them are actually need the last ability, which we will get in some future time. If I could swim. Where's the hole? Music sounds so cool, by the way. There it is. It's looking up the wrong corner. Okay. Yosh. So here's a little trick that I have learned. For you see, fire is a physical property. Fire is a physical property. You do not... Come on. Okay. Now we time stop this, so I remember that part. Fire is a physical property. It cannot join you in the spectral realm. It does not burn things in the spectral realm either. An enemy could walk into a torch and it's not going to do anything to them in the spectral realm. So we could assume that fire, like water, cannot burn things. Give me a hot second. Okay. So because of that, that's actually the trick in this here area. The only thing that we truly have to do is transfer fire from one place to another. How do we do that, you may ask? Well, that's the question. Oh no, everybody here. You know what, I just want you guys to hold still a bit. Moink. Bye, guys. But yeah, stone glyph is a petrification glyph. Oh no, what could it be? What is it in the water? Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Why does that look like Kane's Mausoleum type of beats? So yeah, now we have to transfer that fire elsewhere. And you know how we're gonna do that, chat? We're gonna use our skills. I saw a wraith there at the last second that actually spooked me a bit. Excuse me. Okay. And then we make a hut. And then we go over here. Can we reach? Can we reach the wall? Yeah. Choink, 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 choink. Oh! He's just posted up there. Hey, look, it's the Rock Scorpion King. I don't know, man. It looks a little like Scorpion King. The CG one that looked terrible. Oh no. Oh no. So actually the fire glyph is really good because it's one of the first, well, by really good I mean effective. It's one of the first glyphs that can allow us to just fry vampires on contact. The problem is, if there are also humans in the room, they will also get fried. So, as damaging as it is, it's also not optimal. Especially if you've already made friends with the people. What else do we need to get? I'm trying to remember. So now we have the fire. Look, all the sconces are lit. They lit. Okay. They actually give you torches, but once you have the Reaver, you don't exactly need it. Okay. Trying to remember all the other bits and pieces that we might need before we end stream. Because at the very least, I'd like to activate the portal. Oh right, we gotta save. What the? Let's save a bit. Okay. This... I think we could get another D8, I realize, from one of the fishy areas. It's hardly outside of the Drowned Abbey, which is why we couldn't access it a while ago. Should be able to get it now, though. Also, check out the gates that we have. We're only missing out of 13. Wait, let's count the lit ones as well. That was my fault counting backwards. It was on me. So that's the first one, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. We could totally get one more of those, actually. We could get one of these. Just trying to remember where that last area was. I think it was this one. It's the fish. The fishy boy area. So yeah, there's really like two portions in Rahab's area. Or rather, it's more of like the Rahabim infested area. Because this is outside the Drowned Abbey, so we'll call this like the first half. There's a little something that we could get over here on the right. Apart from all of these little balls of glyph energy. Man, that guy was waiting for me. And that guy too, look, he's just swimming upwards. Swimming good. It is a deep cavern. Where is it? There it is. Give me a moment. Okay, we could save. We could save this one. Okay, we could swim back out. See you later, fishy boys. It's hard to have combat in the water. Especially when I don't have the Fire Reaver with me. It's a bit of a bother, in fact. Oh no, it's a fish. Oh no, they're cracking out of the eggs, boys. Look at that mouth. I like how they designed it to also look like a fish. For one reason or another. Okay. Okay. Then we could go back to the Zephon area. Or rather the Silenced Cathedral, just outside. It's not exactly the boss room. We're gonna get ourselves a little something. A little two things, actually. we'll be opening the last warp gate of the day. And also, maybe we're coming in for a fresh pie. You'll see it, don't worry. Whee. I'm in the water. Would you help me? Man, I suddenly remembered that vine of the guy who was under the water. And it's just a water filter. Okay, so that's 12 out of 15 slices of pie. And then this little thingy. And sadly, it's a grate. We can only enter grates if we're in the spectral realm. Excuse me. And then we shift back out. Oh, that was weird. Oh, it's weird when you shift into the water. Yet another long cavern. I wonder how people ever get to places with all of these caverns of dangers that surround them. How do they ever get around? It's just like Resident Evil all over again. How do you ever get around this house? There's so many keys. Don't feel like keys. They feel more like repurposed jewelry. Where's the way? There we go. Oh. Excuse me. Sorry. So yeah, the last warp gate will be over here. What? We got a cutscene? Cool. Yay! This is gonna be one of the most complex glyph areas that we will get. But of course, granted how quickly we were finishing a lot of the stuff this episode, next episode might be equally fast. Yeah, let's go get it. This is the Sunlight Glyph Warp Gate, which we can now access. So that's where we'll be going next episode. So I'd like to thank everybody who was able to join today's stream. I'd like to give my gratitude to Ned, Azure, Kaz, Panda for staying with me despite the fact that we had to restart. We essentially had to restart the stream. Actually, now that I'm reminded, I gotta save again. Okay. What do we gotta do? Alright, Friday we will have another stream. We will be having Dad of Boy for Friday. And then on Monday we'll be continuing Skyrim again. We'll be continuing that main plot, and hopefully Lydia has come back home. Rather than trying to force combat where she cannot survive and then I'll have to pick up the tab and then we both get beaten up by Forsworn. It's the worst. Anyway. So, we're gonna be doing more of the Dragonborn plot in Skyrim so that we could finally finish the game in a timely manner. Much as I'd love to finish every single quest, I don't want to become a Skyrim dedicated channel. I'd like to try out other games. And granted, it's been running for 2 months now. I think that we've given it a lot of time under the sun. Especially since some of those days, it was actually doubling up on some of the weeks. And then Wednesday, we're gonna continue Soul Reaver again. Maybe conclude it, actually. We might already be concluding it next week. And then we might tap on Soul Reaver 2 the week afterwards, in time for the remaster to come out on December the 10th. We could all give it a check out, see what changed. see the new things that they added, or rather the old things that they've removed. But yeah, that'll be it from me. From the sunlight glyph warp gate room. This has been Jetspy. I hope you guys have had fun. And I hope you guys are not endangered by stuff. Please be safe out there when you're doing your things, guys. Take care, wash your hands, wear your mask still. But I came from a fever. I gotta wear my mask still in public. But yeah, as for, I'll see you on our next objectives, our next assignments. But until then, I am going dark, and I hope to goodness I see you again next time. Take care, everybody. And thank you for all of your support. Until next, only the best. Take care, everybody.